losing weight without losing performance. There's a trick to this, and this is what I call my Triple H method. So, the first thing you need to look for is how much you want to lose. That is the first H. The second H, how long do you have to lose that? And the third H, and probably the most important H there, is how stressed are you? So, the first one, how much do you have to lose? If you are looking at losing 10 kilos, which is a massive amount to lose, in 6 weeks, then you're going to lose performance. There's not really any way around that. But if you're only going to lose like a kilo or two and you've got 6, 8, 10 weeks to do it, you can easily do that without dropping performance. So, looking at how much you need to lose, and then how long you need to lose it. As I say, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks. Ideally, then you would look to have that biggest gap between races or the off season. If not, then we look to work around that to a degree. You might have some B races where you do some fasted stuff and things like that. The stressed one. This is a massive thing because we look at stress in different ways. People say I'm not stressed. You ask them about their job, they are very stressed. So with stress, we look at psychological stress. You're stressed out at work, you end up going to your session, you go to the gym, you go to train, and you fire that physiological stress or the psychological stress with physiological stress. You go train and put more stress on your body to recover. So if you're in a highly stressed state, that weight loss may not be the thing to look at right away. You need to look at saying, okay, what can I do to lower these stress levels? Get my nutrition on point, have a look at my training routine. Do I need to rotate things? Do I need a rest week? Do I need to back off a little bit? Is there anything I can do at work or at home in order to lower my stress levels? So, what we need to look at is, in order to drop fat, we need to make sure that you are going to follow some certain things, because to drop fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit. Now, that means your body is going to be taking in less calories than it actually needs in order to recover. So, you're not going to be training as hard. So, you need to look at the time when you can have a little bit less intense training. So, recovery weeks, even the off season when you can back off for a few weeks to really focus on weight loss, these are going to be great times to drop fat. You need to look at gradual loss. So don't look at dropping a massive amount of weight. As we said, those Triple H's, then how long have you got? Gradual loss over time will be a lot more sustainable. Keeping your protein to a high amount. Yes, you're going to need carbs in there to recover, but protein is very satiable. It keeps you fuller for longer, but also it helps you with your recovery. So whilst you're on lower calories, having high protein is going to help you recover. It's going to be amazing to keep that very high. Carbohydrate cycling. You've heard me talk about training fast, sleeping low, training twice a day, and like doing all sorts of things with nutrient timing. Cycling your carbohydrates to when you need them around training is going to be vital for you, because if you're going to be doing a hard session at the weekend during a period of low intensity training, you need to fuel for that session. If you don't, you will dig so deep into the recovery that you risk injuring yourself. We don't want that. Again, the nutrient timing thing, as I said, I just touched on that, like making sure, like, sleep low. So you have occasional times when you'll have no carbs after your evening session, then you train an easy session in the morning, and it's going to help with fat oxidation. We want that. Doing it too often for too long, where you see a lot of people shoot themselves in the foot with this low carb, high fat rubbish, with the cult that goes on, then that stops your body from being able to effectively oxidize carbohydrates. We don't want that, okay? So make sure you cycle your carbohydrates, cycle your nutrients, and time them around your training where your body needs them. Another thing you can add in there is weight training. So when people go on this massive weight loss thing, they think calories need to be burnt, calories need to be burnt. I'm on the treadmill. That says that there's 600 calories burnt. Great. A barbell doesn't tell you how many calories you've burnt. But what happens with weight training is it allows you to actually keep your muscle mass that you've got and shed the fat around it, essentially. So it keeps the muscle there from the strength training. It also keeps you from It lowers your injury risk and things, and allows your body to burn fat if we take a lot of the science out of it. The last thing to check is to take your weight consistently. I don't mean every day. I really don't like clients getting really obsessive with taking their weight on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. Just looking at a time when you can take it, say 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Jump out of bed at 6:30, you have half an hour, and then you take your weight, roughly. So you take it first thing, after you've been to the toilet or something, and then you take it at the same time the next week. If you take it in the morning one day, then take it at 5 o'clock the next day, then you're going to be heavier at 5 o'clock because chances are you have eaten a lot of food during that time. So don't jump on the scales and then really shit yourself up because you've put on a lot of weight. Okay, so that is my guide in order to actually drop weight without dropping performance. Follow the Triple H rules. It's all about the game.